here's what's going to happen as I call Carlos Medina. It's time to try to recap the 2025 Braves predictions we made way back in March. Los, is that you?
Matt, is that you?
It is me.
Oh.
Hi, Los.
Watch your step. There's a lot of tears around here.
It's an emotional day.
It's a little bit moist around here. Did something happen? Did something I don't know about?
Well, I know you get locked in the vault and don't know this. So Brian Snitker retired today.
Oh, I thought it was just raining in here because of your picks.
I'm so uncomfortable about what's going to happen. Let me explain to the new listeners what this is. So while all sports radio shows make picks and then just forget about them, put them on the shelf, we don't. We break them out at midseason. We come back at the end of the season to circle back to see how our predictions went. Los Vegas set these lines way back in March. And Los, how did we do?
All right, let's start with Jerks and Profar homers.
Let's skip that one.
This started off at a very modest...
Can I multiply the total by 2?
Okay, well, here's the fun part. It wasn't a crazy number. The line was 18.5.
Ooh.
He did have 14. Okay. Obviously came on when he came back. But if you guys remember, we did the vault the day before the season started.
Yep.
And remember, we found out, first day or second day of the season?
It was like 4 days into the season. He played 4 games, and then he was suspended.
So if you guys want to take a mulligan on this one, you can have it. But here's what you had to say about 18.5.
I think you're off to a good start with the number. I like it. He hit 24 a year ago. I think he's going to be hitting between Acuna and Riley. That's a good spot. Over.
Yeah, I'm thinking over for like the 2 or 3 guys behind him. There will be no respite for a pitcher. Like Profar is the guy, all right, well, we have to throw strikes to him. I think he'll feast. That's over 18.5.
Oh, Chuck. But he hit 14 in like a 90-game sample or something, 80-game sample. We should get that one.
It was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to Austin Riley.
God.
Austin Riley homers. The line was 34.5. He finished in an injury-plagued season with 16. Here's what you guys had to say about 34.5.
If he plays, and he didn't all of last year, obviously twice he was out. If he plays, that's I'll say easily attainable number, and 35 bombs is not supposed to be easy. Over. No.
I keep waiting for the 40 burger. And I thought it was going to happen last year, but the injury bug did bite him, and he got off to the slow start. I think he's still going to have the good year, but I'm envisioning 31, 32, so a tick under. Let's go. All right. I didn't know if I'd get any of these right because I can't remember my picks.
16 is a tick under?
It's a win. Does the ticket cash,
My
B?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I will just suggest this, B.
You and I are proud of different things.
Yeah. I like to win. I don't ask how. I just want to win.
Well, savor it for a while.
Oh.
Because Austin Riley RBIs were set at 93.5. He finished with 54. Here's what you guys had to say.
That's your first poor number. And that's not like you to be so square on these numbers. You're really typically good. But again, he's hitting behind what will be Ronnie and Profar, hitting ahead of Matt Olson and Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, that's an over.
Yeah, he's a 105, 108 guy. That's over. It really should have been.
I do like how we never account for injuries whenever we do the vault. I mean, everybody's going to stay healthy.
Everybody's going to be healthy, play about 155, and produce.
Have career years.
Okay. Well, Chuck did say 108, so if we did double the 54.
Thank you.
Then he hits it right at that point. All right, let's move over to Matt Olson. Again, a solid year for Matt Olson, but the numbers were set when it came to home runs at 35.5. He finished with 29. Here's what you guys had to say at 35.5.
Ooh. Rich. I was expecting a 32, and I was going to jump on the over. What is it again? 35.5? You know what I want to say? If he plays, he does play. He was 162. I'll go over.
Yeah. Listen, the wild fluctuations, right? We go 54 homers. We go 29 homers. I think we're high 30s this year. I think he hits 39, so yes, I'll go over. Okay, I got the 9 part of it right. He did have a really good year, though. He was really good.
I mean, 29 and 95 with what he did.
Added to all the other things, right?
Yes. With the defense.
Yes. Just not just the defense, but the run production and the walks and the on-base. Just all
and
of it
the
was
doubles,
good.
yes. Yeah. So and that way, next year, we're actually going to use Matt Olson homers and doubles because RBIs didn't work out well. 104.5. He finished with 95. Here's what you guys had to say about 104 and a hook.
That's more in line. That makes more sense. You totally redeemed yourself there.
Yeah, it's a better number.
In my mind, I was seeing a 106 as I was looking into the crystal ball, so not by much, but let's go over.
I'm buying that. I'm going over.
Oh. I was hoping I was going to go
Are
on.
there some we win? Yeah, right. I need to feel good about myself.
Let's let the record show, though, this is not our fault. It's their fault.
Let's talk about somebody else's fault. Marcell Ozuna.
God.
The line was 33.5 on homers. He finished with 21.
Just missed.
Here's what you guys had to say.
I like it. Over. By the way, he's motivated as hell. He's speaking out. I want a contract. I want to come back. And all he has to do is swing 5 times a night. Over.
Stop talking.
Matt's not as emphatic as I am. He's a DH.
I know what he is.
Like the position was created for a guy in that spot.
I feel like at the first chance I finally think that he's supposed to be treated like an elite offensive player, in my mind, he'll end up letting me down. I will go a little under. Yeah! I am on a heater right now.
Are you?
Compared to you,
21
I'm
to a little under 33.
I am red hot right now.
Marcell Ozuna RBIs. The line was 92.5. He finished with 68, so a bit under. Here's what you guys had to say at 92.5.
I like that. I like it a lot. In my mind, I wrote 96 down. So again, we're in that same ballpark, but some of those numbers are going to get gobbled up by Olsen and Riley. So I'll go over, but you're in the ballpark.
Yeah, there's got to be an under coming somewhere, but it ain't here. It's over.
Historic season for everybody incoming.
Why did I keep talking?
You just try to talk yourself out of it. You still can't. You are the squares individual. Everything's overs. Everything's
At least
favorites.
last year, I could blame it on Hanover's bad numbers.
Right.
There's going to be an under coming.
If you're just
But
tuning
it ain't
in,
here.
it ain't here. If you're just tuning in, we're recapping our Braves 2025 predictions. We made these way back in March, and Los is now toying with us.
Okay, let's move over. Ozzy Albies homers. The line was 24.5. He got to 16. Here's what you guys had to say about 24 and a hook.
All right, look. Maybe all those bodies out in Monument Park will just be rolling over this year. I'm going over.
Can we talk about the concern on the injury bug for
Why?
Ozzy? 2 of the last 3 years, he's played under 100 games. I don't know that the injury thing just completely goes away. I think he could have a good year. Maybe it's 22 home runs. I'd love to be wrong. And he hits 40 and plays 158 games, but I'll go on. Yes!
Oh, Matt was a Braves fan.
This is utter domination, what's happening here. Like, I'm beating you about the head and neck right now.
You're being rewarded for being negative.
No, being honest. This is a sports radio show. We're not homers. Don't you ever call me a homer. I've been touted like it is on Atlanta radio since 1972.
If we just want to check in.
Oh, wait, that was
at
Bo.
this
I'm sorry.
at this point, Matt has 3 victories.
I do.
Chuck has none.
Oh, come on.
All right, let's move
There had
over
to be
to
something
Chris
edited
Sale.
out. There had to be something left out.
Chris Sale wins 14.5. He finished with 7 because of the injuries. Here's what you guys had to say about 14.5.
I'm going just under that. I think he could be like a 14-5 sort of something.
Just because I'm so anti doing the win thing, and there's a chance he misses 2 weeks somewhere, right? A strain, a pull. Even the toughest guys get muscle aches. I'll go under. I'm like, I had the next day's paper. This was easy. I didn't realize I did this well, Los. You're welcome.
All right, let's finish off. We got a handful left. We'll start with the final Braves line. Spencer Schwellenbach wins. The line was 10.5. And, in like June, it looked like this was not going to be a problem. He finished with 7. Here's what you guys had to say at 10.5.
Okay, again, that's your second really bad number. And again, wins are hard to figure. Stuff happens. Schwelly's a guy who can go 6 1/3, 7 pretty consistently, and it doesn't have to depend on the bullpen to cover 4 innings. Shut up.
Ah.
I'll go over that. I think that's 13, 14 dubs. I'll take the over.
Yeah, he's a horse. He's a young man, young legs, young back. He can go those innings over.
How's his forearm?
Yeah, has the broken elbow.
All right, let's go to the team numbers. Team wins 94.5. That was the line. Obviously finished with the 70-something win season.
So I'm holding out that I thought the Braves would score 11 a night, but go under 94 wins.
Here's what you guys had to say about 94 and a hook.
Now, this is a dumb way to do this. They won 89 when everything broke last year. To assume everything's just going to go back to, we're not going to deal with injuries or regressions, not realistic. But there are 2 ways the Braves can go. Either they're really good or they're great. Even really good, if they just don't have a cluster injury situation, I'll go over.
I'm going over because I don't have as much faith in the Mets as a lot of other people. I respect what the Phillies can do because, by golly, they can pitch, but I'll take the Braves on that going over.
I'll give you a
I'm not
number
gonna
2,
ding.
Los. 97 wins.
I'm going 99.
I thought you'd go 155. Every number I gave you topped it. I 110. I didn't think I'd win 110 games.
They're the Mariners.
I mean, the 27 Yankees were not as stacked as what this was going to be.
It was supposed to be that way. It really was.
Right. I said 97 wins. They won 77. I missed by just a tick.
Okay, so am I at 4 correct answers now?
I think you're being kind.
One,
Yeah,
actually,
like
but you have a shot here.
You got one right.
You have a shot here. Braves All-Stars, the line was 4.5.
God.
They got 3.
Oh, God.
Here's what you guys had to say.
Oh, way over. This is like a 6.
This is like 11.
No, this is a 6. I'm not being silly here. We're talking about Sale, Iggy, and then 4 of your starting 9.
4.5's the number.
Over. You're going over 2. You crap, and then what do?
No,
You
well,
do this to get the same answer.
Hear me out on
Matt
this.
craps.
No, hear me out on this.
Go ahead.
Los, tell Chuck where the game is this summer.
Oh, it's here.
Of course, you're going to go over. That's 5 or 6. We're going to play to the crowd. They're going to get their
Well, then
number.
skip the preamble where you just take shots at me for a minute and a half. That was what you did.
That snarky tone on me is. I hate that guy. Like really, whoever that March version of me was, what an a-hole.
And your final number.
I chose Matt's answer, but not for the reason he liked.
Right. Yes.
Both of you did select the Braves to be a World Series team.
Yeah.
When it came to Matt, I believe you have him facing something that looks like the Orioles, I think.
I picked the Braves and the Orioles. My God. That is an all-time bad pick.
And the Braves were versus, I believe it was the Astros for Chuck.
It wasn't much better.
Yeah, and they both that. Yeah.
So what is the final tally you have?
As it stands, after this brutal round of 2025, Matt was 4-8. Chuck was 1-11.
That is not correct accounting.
I'm going to tell you something. You get fired for that in the vault world. Like, that gets you the gate.
I will say I think I picked 2 World Series teams that both missed the postseason for the first time in like 8 years, each of them.
Is that what we're caring about right now?
Yeah, that's what's.
Hey, the benefit, Chuck might have the first overall pick next year, though.
He really. It's a lottery, though, so we're going to see how it goes. All right, Los, close them up.
No.